We're taking it back to Cali with a new crew, new tattoos, and new drama. It is the season series premiere of Black Ink Crew Compton. Check it out.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Series premiere, and I was pleasantly surprised. So we're going to get into all of it. Plus, we've got our special segment that we're carrying on over from Black Ink Crew Chicago. So stay tuned for that. I am your girl, Drew Jones. I cannot do this without my right-hand lady, my ride or die, my Beyonce to my Michelle.
I love that you called yourself
to my
Michelle.
Kelly. I'm both. I'm Kelly and Michelle.
You're Kelly and Michelle.
And Solange.
And
Tina.
And Tina knows.
But
and
always
Darion.
blue. But always blue. I'm here with my girl, Kiki Boom Boom. What's up?
I love that you called me Beyonce.
You're always my Beyonce.
I love you so much, Blue
Ivy. I love
Ivy.
you so much. Thank you.
I love you. Hey guys, what's up? I am Kiki Boom Boom. What's up, Black Inkers? I am happy to be back. Drew and I and the crew and Lanisha and Carmen. We normally say we're not coming back, but here we are.
Here we are.
Doing another Black Ink, but happy to be here because this is the family and this is the franchise.
It is. And you know what? We kicked it off with, we're a little closer to home, you know what I'm saying? People are like, y'all can't talk crazy about these people because they can pull up on you.
Welcome to Compton.
Welcome to Compton. You already know that we speak how we speak. But I will say I'm pleasantly surprised with this crew so far. I really like them.
I don't know if it's because it's LA. Now listen, I'm from New York. Mm-hmm. I am a New Yorker. I grew up in Boston. I'm like East Coast. But like, I don't know if it's because we live in LA and the LA people and the vibe, their spirit is just great. Mm-hmm. I don't know if because they're new, they just seem really genuine and really sweet. And not saying that about the other crews. They kind of became family because we got to know them. These people, they just really, they're from a place where society looks at this place like it's no good, and society has looked at Compton for a long time like, oh, that's not the place to be.
Yeah.
And these are people who had a dream that was like, no, Compton's actually a beautiful place. Come here, come get tatted. So that's what I really love about it.
I love that we're getting to see Compton. I have mad love for Compton. Compton's one of the first cities I felt like I was home when I moved out here. So I'm excited for it to be explored the way that like I know and love it. I'm excited for people to know it beyond, you know, what the media has portrayed it to be.
Yeah, and I'm excited. Like, I love shows like The Hills and people watch the Kardashians, but you should see what it's like literally 5 minutes away from there. See what it's really like. Look at Compton. This is what's happening. See how the police treat the people in Compton. So I'm happy that they get to shine a light on our people.
Yeah.
Hi, Compton.
Hi, Compton. We love you. But we are going to get into it. We're going to talk about the new crew. Later on in the episode, we have our segment Doing the Most, which if you watch Black Ink Crew Chicago, it's our chance to shine a light on the good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly of what goes on in the episode. But I have a feeling it's going to be good for this episode. Yeah. And then we're also going to do a top 4 Compton style, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's get into this new crew. We get introduced to KP.
Aww.
Who
you gotta say aww every time KP comes on.
I love his energy. And you know what's so funny? It's not funny, but like, obviously they touch on Nipsey in this episode. And when I was watching him, I was like, he has such a Nipsey spirit.
Yeah. See, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if this is an LA thing. And people who are not from LA don't get offended because I'm not from LA. So I'm not saying we're not like this. But it's just this different spirit where people from LA, from Crenshaw, where Nip is from Compton. It's just a different spirit. And I don't know if it's because of like the riots and police brutality and everything that the Compton people have been through.
Yeah.
They just have this dope thing about them. So KP just comes off, and not the fact that he's like married to Kyla Pratt, who's also a beautiful spirit.
Listen,
they're just like the most cutest couple, and they're just so calm and peaceful and loving.
I saw KP and I was like, oh, he's cute. And then I saw that he was with Kyla, and I was like, amazing, approved, 10 out of 10, recommend. Let's go. Kyla Pratt is literally like, I'm not kidding here when I say Kyla Pratt is probably one of the reasons I'm in TV.
Aww.
Because I was obsessed with her as a kid. One-on-One, Proud Family, all that noise. I love Kyla Pratt. Come up in here, hang out with us.
Yes,
sis. We love you. But no, I kind of love hearing KP talk about like how I love a good come up story.
Yeah.
And I love that he talked about going to college and then he kind of fumbled the bag, but now he's back on the come up and how he's trying to stay out of trouble and trying to put back into the community. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, I love his motivation. I love his drive. I love that he's really determined to be in his area, in his community, because like he said, he's like, I looked all over LA. And I like the motivation speech that his cousin, I think his friend gave to him, was like, look, you are Compton. Your name is IAM Compton. That's your name. You need to be here. And I love that, like, you know, he was concerned because he's like, this is a place where you can't just walk in, and not because of the dangers, but because this is a place where you got to get the respect of the OGs that's there. And I love that he crossed everything off of his list and was like, yo, we got to do this first. And he just seems like a really good leader.
Yeah. And I think I like seeing, because I grew up in a very gang affiliated area where blocks belong to different people and stuff. And I thought I think it's dope to see him want to bring people together. And I always think it's interesting when you look throughout history and stuff, it's never politicians who really have put their foot back into the community and really like changed it. Martin Luther King was a preacher, Malcolm X, like none of these people, Nipsey, none of these people were politicians. It's always were people, just men and women of the community. And it's cool to see KP and Kyla and their team want to bring everyone together. So we get like a rundown of the team. So we meet our girl Barbie,
Oh,
who I like. I like Barbie. She's kind of like
she's like if we're doing New York, she's like the kitty.
I was gonna say she's like the Kitty or Charmaine.
I think
A lot
Voodoo is like.
Oh yeah, Voodoo might be.
I can see Charmaine, some like the seriousness of Charmaine.
I would say
and
the business mentality.
Yeah, the business, because like to me, she's like KP's right hand, and she's like right there. So she kind of
Kitty for sure.
She reminds me of like Kitty and like maybe Cat.
Yeah.
Of like the Chicago, because she's like the boss lady, but she's like, wait, what's happening? Who are you? Did you talk to this person? Did you deal with that? I can tell that she's a person when KP, not that he doesn't want to, but maybe he doesn't want to tell his friend, like, no, your friend can't come. She's the woman who's like, absolutely not. Let me see that resume.
Yeah, and I always really like seeing platonic, like, male and female friendships, because people are always like, oh, that can't.
Yeah.
And that's not true. I have plenty of male friends who are straight, who are attractive, who I'm like, I don't want to sleep with you.
That's the homie. That's
the
bro.
homie. Yeah, and I like that it looks like we're going to get to explore that a little bit, and I think that's really fun. So we like, thumbs up for Barbie. We like Barbie.
And I like her that her name is Barbie.
I do too. Because she can do it all.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why she's Barbie.
Barbie!
Because she's a jack of all trades.
What was the black Barbie's name?
Oh,
it's not Stacy.
Christine?
No,
Christine was Christine the...
Maybe Christy?
Christy.
It
wasn't a black girl name. I was like, I don't know nobody's name.
I was like, no, they know damn well her name should be Christy, but here we are.
Anyway.
But, yeah, I like Barbie.
Yeah, we are here for Barbie. We meet Tim. Who I was like, I remember your name because it's Tim.
Tim also reminds me of myself, because they were turned up in the park drinking, and he had his like, yo, bro, I love you so much, bro moment. And that's me every time I drink. I'm like, yo, y'all, I love y'all. I like Tim because Tim reminds me of like the Teddy to Caesar, because he is the cousin of KP. They're really good friends, and he's his right hand. And he said to him, like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here, and you helped me get to where I needed to be. So I'm excited to see like where Tim's storyline will go, because you can tell he has a good head on his shoulder. And Tim was with KP when they had to go into that area to talk to the OGs.
Yep. You need a ride or die like Tim.
Ride or die.
So
and his name is Tim.
Yeah, Tim. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I like Tim. I'm here for Tim. I like the ride or die mentality. So thumbs up for Tim. So far, I legitimately, I don't think I've ever liked any of the Black Ink Crew this quickly.
Especially the whole cast.
Yeah, knock on wood. I was watching it like, who's gonna get on my nerves? Well, we'll get to that.
Well, yeah.
And I feel perfectly comfortable talking about it. Then we meet Lemire.
Oh,
He might be the Don.
He might be the Don, because Lemire means well, but
he just has the name of two of my exes combined, and it stresses me out.
What I love about Lemire, I love how honest Lemire was, but I also love his hustle. I love the fact that this man not only is a tattoo artist, him and his lady got a icy truck.
Yeah.
And it's like art, and they're going through the city of Los Angeles, and I think that's super dope. And I love what he said. He's like, I was a drug dealer, and now I got a different hustle. But I'm like, Lemire might be that guy, because his lady's pregnant, and she said he cheated on her, and I was like, uh-oh. And she's like, I don't want no girls. And then he brings his friend in. So I'm like, I feel like this season might be tricky for Lemire. And I feel like baby mama might have to pop up a few, like an Ashley and a Charmaine.
Yeah, like we're rooting for you.
But we love you, Lemire, and I'm rooting for you and your family. Beautiful black love, black family.
I'm gonna say, your girl's beautiful. Don't be crazy.
And if you guys are like in the chat, let us know
What's
how
up,
you feel
Jin
about.
Jin?
Hi, Jin Jin. Let us know what you guys feel about each of the people, because like, we're doing like a character rundown, but let us know who's your favorite and stuff.
But yeah, no, I like Lemire. I like her name's Danielle. Danielle. I think they're a beautiful couple. I love that they've been together for so long. I'm excited to see the baby because they're both very pretty. So I'm like, that's gonna be a cute baby.
And I love to see the family like selling like their ices.
Yeah,
I would love to see that. Like, here's a baby, and we're selling like I'm saying ices. Sorry, I know it's different in different states.
Yeah,
but like the code ice.
Yeah, we call it ices where I'm from.
Okay, good.
We're gonna have to pull up on that though, because you know I'm all about supporting black businesses.
Yes, we eat.
It's so exciting to have a show where it's like in our
here
city.
in LA, and we can pull up.
I'm in Compton all the time, so like, what's up? We'll come pull up on y'all.
Like, we eat in Compton. We get our hair done in Compton.
We clearly have tattoos, so like we might have to get tatted in Compton.
So we might have to see like Chicago and New York. We could only pull up when we went home, but we can literally pull up to Compton, pull up to the IC truck. So I'm excited for this show.
I am too. So now we meet Miss Nesi, who is Lemire's friend from back home. She's an amazing artist. We meet her where she's doing a bunch of Nipsey like memorials and whatnot, which are beautiful, insane. There's something she said, and it kind of irked me a little, but I also know that like each person has to have their thing.
Right.
So I'm giving her an opportunity to like grow from it. But as a biracial girl myself, it gets a little frustrating when I hear I was biracial, so I always felt left out, blah, 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 blah. Because I get it. I get it. But I don't know.
Yeah, you can speak to this best because you are biracial.
Yeah, I just feel like for me and for my siblings and for most biracial people I know, because we have a monthly meeting where we all come together and we chat.
The biracial.
The biracial
She's
brigade.
a biracial girl. She's a biracial. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
No, but I think it bothers me because normally when biracial girls are like, oh, I was left out, people were mean to me, they're normally trying to insinuate that like darker black girls were mean to them, and I don't like that narrative. It really kind of gets under my skin, and it plays into this BS colorism. And I'm hoping that it's just like it's one of those like they just needed to like to create a story with her, and I'm hoping it's not something that like consistently pops up. So
yeah, because she said it twice, and I was like, I get it, because she's from the suburbs of Philly.
Yeah.
But like as a darker skinned black girl, I try not to comment on things like that because then I don't want to be that girl.
Right.
So I'll leave it to my biracial friend to comment on it and see what she says. But I'm hoping that you're right. That it was just like a background story for her, and I hope that going forward, she's just proud of the skin that she's in and is like, this is who I am. I'm a black woman. I'm here.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of my heritage. Proud of my white mother. Proud of my black father. But we're here.
Yeah, we're here. We're black. We're proud.
She's a great artist. She's dope.
She is. Her stuff was amazing. Shout out to KM Mayhem in the chat.
Hey.
They said Lemire is going to be a messy one. Ooh. In the casting special, he said he was smarter than Ryan and Caesar.
Lemire! Oh, okay. I can't wait to see this though, because Lemire is cocky, but I like his cockiness.
I want to know if he's West Indies.
Ooh, Lemire.
He giving me some Haitian, some Jamaican vibes, you know.
Danielle. Ooh. I don't know,
baby.
But I do like his cockiness about him. I like that about him. But for him to say he's smarter than Ryan and Caesar, the lead, and you know how cocky he is. For him to bring in his friend, he didn't even ask KP.
He sure didn't.
The owner of the shop, and he was like, this is the girl I'm bringing. And I like Barb because she's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm interested to see the dynamic, how it plays out, because I remember in the beginning of like Black Ink Crew Chicago how like not lenient Ryan was, but like Ryan was a lot more, I feel, soft spoken than he is now.
He was. And that's because of like, and that's kind of what KP was giving me at the beginning, where Ryan and KP have big hearts, you can tell, where they love their people and they want to give them a chance. So KP was giving me that vibe where he was like, all right, that's the homie. I don't want to like say no to him, but I'm hoping that he can learn from Brian and Caesar.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I just don't want KP to be quite as jaded as Ryan.
I know.
I love you, Ryan. I'm sorry.
We love you, Ryan.
But you know, you would agree, Ryan.
Ryan, you would agree, boy.
You've gotten a little jaded. So next we are gonna talk about our boo Voodoo doll.
I love her.
I love her.
And I know that we're loving everyone down this list. It's just because for some reason Black Ink Crew gave us a really cool, and of course this is the first episode. Things may change during the season, and not that we're gonna ever dislike people because we don't dislike anybody else.
Yeah.
If they do something crazy, we're all gonna call it out. But I just love the purity of this girl.
Yes.
Her heart. I love that she grew up in a cult. And not to poke fun of that, but I just love her background. She's different. She's not what you would expect from a show like this or from a crew like this. And she turns the up, and I love it.
She's just having a good time being her own person. And I think what I like about her is a lot of times with reality shows, especially when it's involving Black people, there's this narrative that like Black people come in one shape, one form, and we're all loud and whatever. And I just love that she's like kind of weird and quirky and like,
Valley girl. And she's like, yeah, I love to drink Hennessy.
I love to be naked. I'm like, yes, girl, you're beautiful. Do it.
She's gorgeous. So Voodoo Doll is
love
my number one.
She might be.
She's my. Is it Wednesday? No, today's Thursday. My WCW.
She's my thick girl Thursday.
Thick girl Thursday. She's so tiny.
I know. I just made it up.
She's our crush for Thursday.
She's my Barbie.
Showgirl.
No, she's not.
She's not, but we love her.
And then lastly, we meet Ink Drippin.
Now, Drew. So when Ink Drippin popped up on the screen, what were your first thoughts?
I said, this is triggering.
He is very fine.
He's a handsome man, but I can tell, Ink Drippin, you are on some tomfoolery.
He walked in the party with 2 girls.
3!
Oh, 3. I'm sorry.
There were 3.
Not 2, 3.
1 in each flavor.
Ink Drippin is going to be a problem. Not a bad problem, but like he's gonna have girl problems on this show.
He's 4.
He's the 4. That's right. Because remember when the girls were fighting?
4.
Come on, we had Kat, Nikki, and somebody else was fighting over 4, and 4 was just like, oh.
I get it though.
I mean, I get it.
I get the appeal of Ink Drippin.
His name is Ink Drippin. We'd like to see that drip of the tattoo. Needle.
This is a family show. But no, he's fine. You can tell he's gonna be a little bit of some trouble.
It's gonna be some girls fighting.
Yeah, there's gonna be some hair pulling, all of that. We get it. You're not slick. Come up in here.
You cute or whatever.
Sit on this couch.
I thought you would say, sit on my lap.
Nope, not on air. Not on air.
We're behaving. No, I like him. I like him. I like his style, I like his personality.
But I was going to say, he's not like cocky about it.
No.
I feel like. It's just like, he's like, whatever, I'm cute. Like
he's like, what's up? I'm trying to see more girls.
Yeah,
where the girls at?
I'm just here to have a good time, you know, and I'm here for it. So we've officially met everybody. So the big thing with this episode is that they are going into... they are trying to get this shop. You know, they've been looking for a long time. It is a very gang-heavy area, so trying to find a place where it's a safe ground for everybody, for the Bloods, the Crips, the SAs, for everybody. And they find a place, they get the keys, it's super exciting, and KP decides he's going to do this the right way by kind of bringing everyone, the OGs, together and getting their permission. And we kind of leave the episode off with it seeming like a little...
It was very tense. Yeah. And I'm like, now, VH1, I don't know if this is y'all setting this up because there was cameras inside of the warehouse, or I don't know if this was like real because I felt really intense. And I like that they showed how real it was. My guy Tim was like, I'm good. Like, y'all not checking my pockets. Yeah. But it does, like, I feel where Kyla's coming from, where she's nervous because her husband, the father of her 2 children, and 3 children because she's a stepmother to his son, like, you're going to be in a dangerous environment. And not because Compton's a bad place. It's just that you're going to a place where there's so many different elements of Compton.
And because, like, there's that hater element. I mean, to bring it to Nipsey, you know, we lost Nipsey not too long ago, and it was hard. I mean, I think that's one of the most painful, like, amongst, like, besides, like, my family or something, I think that's one of the most painful deaths that, like...
To everybody. Yeah. Today is Nipsey's birthday, so happy birthday to Nipsey Hussle. But that has been one of the most painful experiences, painful losses that I think as a whole, as a world, as a community, the entertainment world has lost. And to see like a black man doing his thing in the community and trying to lift us up, and to have a hater, and that's what, you're absolutely right, like there's just haters everywhere you go. So I'm so happy for KP's success, but I see where Kyla's coming from. She's like, bruh.
Because you can do everything right in the world and you can treat people good, but a hater's going to be a hater. And I totally, like, was that, like, I felt for her when she was just, like, nervous about it because, like, Nipsey was really out here trying to make the community better, and a hater took him out because he was envious of what he was giving back.
Which is crazy, and I think you're right. Like, it still hits the community. It hits all of us hard, and the fact that it's been hard since he's passed, but, like, now it's like today's his birthday.
Yeah.
And I love that the show highlighted Nipsey. I love to see because they're right in the middle of it. They're in Compton, and Nipsey's from Crenshaw, and his shop is right in that area. So to see their real reactions and to see the neighborhood's reactions, and I love them showing, like, Nipsey's shop and the artwork of Nipsey, I thought was very beautiful. So I know we're all going through it. I know everyone listening is still, like, mourning Nipsey.
Yeah.
Oh, Nip.
We miss you, Nip. Marathon continues, obviously.
Forever.
We're going to continue with the show, too. Let's hop into our segment, Doing the Most. For Doing the Most, I love that this is the music for it.
We bought the music back.
So if you are new to the Black Ink Crew family, welcome. But we like to do this segment called Doing the Most. For the most part, we like to try to keep it positive, try to, doing the most as in doing the most for the culture, doing the most for the community. Sometimes we have to flip it and be like, sis, you're doing the most in a bad way. But I think we're going to keep it positive.
We'll keep it positive
this
today.
one around. So Kiki, do you want to take it away with your Doing the Most?
Yes, my Doing the Most in a positive way will have to be, of course, KP. Just bringing everyone together and just trying his hardest to open this shop, getting those keys. Though there were different concerns about being in the situation and being in Compton, he still wants to put on for his community and come back home. And I love his backstory of, like, how, he messed up things in college and now he's ready to redo it. And I just love seeing him and Kyla's family dynamic. So my Doing the Most in a positive way goes to KP.
My Doing the Most in a positive way is going to go to Lemire for his tattoo, because it's interesting. AfterBuzzers who follow me, I just lost my dad last month, and I've been having a conversation with my mom about giving people their flowers while they're still here. And so I love that he got the tattoo for his brother who's still around, because he had lost his brother. And I thought that was just a really sweet, like, sentiment, like, give people flowers while they're here. So I commend you for that. I thought it was really sweet. Plus I love the side hustle of the ice cream with your boo.
Love that.
I love it. I think it's so cute, and I definitely am going to pull up.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was good.
So you guys in the comments, let us know what you're doing the most was. We'll be sure to shout you guys out. Make sure you guys go ahead and give us a like, give us a subscribe. We're on iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're everywhere, baby.
Yay.
So go ahead and do that, and we'll be sure to shout you guys out. Shout out to KM Mayhem and Jin Jin, who are in the chat right now. We appreciate your opinions, and we look forward to reading them throughout the week.
Appreciate y'all.
Let's hop into we at AfterBuzz like to do top threes based off of the show. Because we're super excited, decided to add one more extra little top. So we're going to do a top 4 of Compton celebrities that we love besides this lovely crew. So, Kiki, take it away. Who's your first one from Compton, honey?
My first one from Compton, he's one of my favorite people. He is one of my favorite, like, it's so crazy. I'm from New York City, East Coast, but I had a fascination with the West Coast. And it's a little bit before my time, but I've been obsessed with Eazy-E for a really long time. And not because of, like, he was a lyricist, but just his businessman mentality, him being a part of NWA. And he was also bae. He was so, so cute. He was really fine. So Eazy-E is my number one favorite person from Compton. Straight out of Compton. Crazy motherfucking name. That was Ice Cube, but you know what I'm saying. But Ice Cube wrote the lyrics for Eazy-E. So shout out to Eazy-E. Love him. Shout out to his fam, because they're all still in Compton. And Straight Outta Compton, I've seen that movie 20 times.
Yes.
And have it on DVD. My second Compton favorite is the one, the only, the queen, Serena fucking Williams.
Hey, baby.
Let me tell you something. Serena Williams and Venus Williams are from Compton. Their dad had them practicing and playing tennis in Compton, and I think that's one of the dopest things, and they have one of the dopest stories, and she is literally the greatest athlete of all time. Not best female, just the greatest athlete. So Serena and Eazy-E are my 2 favorite people from Compton. I love everyone from Compton, but those 2 just stick out to me the most.
Yes. So my favorite people from Compton would have to be, I'm going to say this person, 1, because I find them hilarious, and 2, because, and they know they really were one of the first people to, like, put me on out here. They saw something in me, and I'll always appreciate them. And that's my boy, Anthony Anderson.
Yes.
Love him. Star of Blackish. He's OD, you know, he's good. He's good to go. He's funny. He's back to the culture. He remembers where he comes from, and he's honestly a good dude. So I do mad love for Anthony Anderson.
Love him, yo.
He is the GOAT. And then my other Compton celebrity would have to be my boy Kendrick Lamar, man. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
He's so little.
He is so little. But listen, there's so many songs that got me through college by Kendrick Lamar. He's just...
I love Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah.
I love that he's from Compton. His first album is literally one of my favorite albums ever.
We gonna be all right.
Hey.
How many times have you listened to that song when, like, the world is just coming down on black people and you're like, I just need to remember.
Gonna listen to it today.
I've listened to that song so many times. But no, Kendrick Lamar, forever and ever. Love you. Mean it. I low-key think he is, like, the Easy of our generation.
He really is. He's a baby goat.
Fight me on it.
Baby goat.
Anyway, those are ours. You guys let us know who some of your Compton faves are. We have mad love for Compton here, and I'm super excited for this season.
I'm so excited for this season.
We heard whispers of this a while back. We'd heard whispers from some of the Black Ink Crew themselves of other cities, and we were trying to figure out like how it was gonna play up, and
it came faster than I thought.
Yeah.
I do want to say, because we are in LA, we are going to have some of the members here in our studio with us, not shortly, but time coming, we are going to have some cast members. So you guys wait for that. We're probably going to have like the whole crew here.
Yeah.
Because it's easier because they're there and we've already been in talks. So I'm super excited for them to come in here.
Same.
We get to chat with them and, you know, and I'm excited for the franchise of Black Ink. Because now we have New York, Chicago, and now Compton.
Now we on the West Coast, baby.
Hey.
But until next time, guys, I am your girl, Drew Jones. You guys can follow me on all the things at OK Drew J.
And I am your girl, Nakia Monet. If you guys love reality TV, catch me on Black Hollywood Live on Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific time for Back to Reality. We literally talk about everything reality TV. It's pretty great.
All right, guys, until next time, we'll
Bye.
see y'all around.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.